This is a video for a fuel filter change for a 96 Explorer 5 liter. There's the part number from Wix. They make some pretty good stuff in my opinion. There's the fuel filter. There's two plastic hoses that are going to go on both sides. Right there and right there. That's a protector that comes off. And then you use these two clips to hold those hoses on. So I'm going to climb under and show you how to install it. Well, there's the fuel filter. Here's the intake. There's the outlet on that side. This one is the fuel return hose for the extra fuel. There's my rusty brake line underneath that. There's the frame, torsion bar. And so there was a metal clip holding this on, so I'm not sure if my plastic ones are going to work. The metal clip just crumbled when I tried to take it off. So I'll go ahead and show you guys and try to take this other side off. There's that clip. The other one just rusted right off when I touched it. Let's see if this one does the same thing. Yeah, it pretty much isn't doing anything. It's just rusting right off. There's the clip that was holding it on. It just came right off. It's just solid rust. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these off and slide this fuel filter out. It looks like it just clips in right there. There's no bolts or anything holding in. So I'm just going to try and pop these off and then slide it out. It's a good idea to wear safety goggles if you're going to stay under here, but I'm just going to do it from the outside of the vehicle by reaching under here so I don't get anything in my eyes or anything. It's also a good idea, if you'd like, you can pop the fuel pump fuse out under the dash and then run the vehicle till it runs out of fuel. That's going to relieve some of the pressure, but there's still going to be fuel in the fuel filter here, so it's still going to leak out all over. So some people prefer to do that, but I'm not gonna in this case. So the fuel filter didn't want to come off. I think it's because there's pressure in the system the way it's designed. This fuel filter that's on here can't come off unless there's no pressure in the system. So I came over to the fuse box, checked in the manual. Turns out there isn't a fuse here for the fuel pump. So what I had to do was I looked up in the manual. The distribution box has a fuel pump relay. You can't really see it, but it's going to be that one right there that I took out, which goes in that spot, the only empty spot. So pop that relay out, start the vehicle a few times, let it run out of gas, and then I'm going to try again to pop that. Here's that stupid little rusty clip that they use to hold on the fuel filter. I bent this part trying to get it off. I guess I'm going to have to go to the store and get a fuel filter removing tool because this thing isn't coming off. So I got the fuel filter removing tool kit thing. So I guess these you just slide on there and then push back, because the fuel tubing is almost like a snake's mouth. It has like teeth that go backwards, so you have to push those teeth out in order to slide the fuel filter out. So I'm going to go ahead and slide these on, see if that works, and I'll... Alright, so I got the fuel filter off. You have to use this one. This one's a 5/16, and basically the way that it works is you got to clip this on. There's a side that's open and there's a side that's closed. You got to clip this on the fuel filter. It's kind of hard to do, but you clip it on and then slide it. But the trick is you can't pull on the fuel filter at the same time. You have to pull on the line while you're sliding this towards the direction that you want to pull off. So if you want to pull this side off, you want to hold on the line on this side and then wiggle this back and forth while it's on there while you push on it. And then vice versa, same thing on the other side. So that's how you get this fuel filter off. I'll show you the one on my truck in a second, but it's a little bit different. We actually use those clips that came with it. There's always going to be an arrow on the fuel filter. The arrow is going to point towards the engine. So the end that sticks out like this, that's always going to point towards the gas tank, and the end that's flat like this, that's always going to go towards the engine. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this. It just pops right back in. You don't need the tool to put it back in. Just slide those in. That cap's going to have to be removed, but should be easy. Here's the setup of my 2001 Ranger, which is how I thought it would be on the Explorer, but it's not. There's those little plastic clips I was telling you about. If your new fuel filter comes with the plastic clips, then you can just break those to get them off. Just cut that top part off and then slide it out through the bottom. Just use a pair of needle nose and pull it out through the bottom. On the other side, there's just the release button that you push. There's the drain back valve that just drains back to the gas tank, all the overflow. And there's one on the top where the button's on the other side, where you can just push that button and then that side will release, which is how they should have originally made all of them, but instead you got to buy that stupid tool. So that's how you change it in case your Explorer is like that, or your other vehicles like that. Then those are the two different methods that are used. Some of the foreign cars are a little bit different, but these are the main two methods. So there's your how-tos on both of them.